Hello YouTube, ValidGirl5678 here, and it's time for another album review. Today we are going to be talking about this new project from horsegirl, phonetics, On and On. This is the sophomore album from Chicago-based indie rock girl group horsegirl, following their debut LP, Versions of Modern Performance, from 2022, which was quite grunge forward, very heavy on the guitar, that kind of vibe. This project is a bit more minimal instrumentally, yet also has a bit more variety in the instruments that take center stage on various tracks, which is certainly growth from their first LP. It's also a quite minimal album lyrically. Multiple tracks on here have very few lines that are repeated or not. A lot of da-da-das, da-da-doos, but it's all clearly very intentional and it is very effective, as the space in the lyricism leaves room for the instrumentation to have its moments to shine, or to at least not be overshadowed by the vocals, which is quite refreshing and also just makes sense with their sound. There were 4 singles for this album rollout, 2 released last year in 2024 and 2 released this year. The first single released was 2468, which is interesting actually because I feel like this track is almost a continuation of the track that comes before it, In Twos, which was not a single. So it's interesting to have heard this song on its own for a bit and then hear it on the album informed by the songs before and after it. In regards to the song before it, In Twos, a song with melancholic but realistic sentiments, a song that really showcases how great they are at utilizing harmony, and a song with really interesting instrumental motifs. So this song is titled In Twos, and the main lyric on 2468 is they walk in twos. 2468 also starts slower and then picks up in a way that blends with In Twos really well, almost to the point of it sounding like it could be one song that kind of changes halfway through. You know, one of those that's very popular nowadays anyways. The da-da-doos on this track, paired with certain instrumentation, gives a borderline chaotic vibe that to me represents the kind of crazed feeling when it feels like everyone around you has someone and you don't. This sentiment is lyrically also in Twos and this track 2468. The second single, Julie, has really nice calm pacing and is a really sweet, empathetic, honest track about uncertainty at the beginning of a relationship. The lyricism kind of develops upon itself at times, which I love. That's honestly one of my favorite songwriting motifs. The third single, Switch Over, is a perfect example of the minimal indie rock slay that is this entire project. Just a super fun track with the only lyrics being switch over, switch off, which I really like. I think it's really clever in its simplicity. The fourth and final single, Frontrunner, is another super sweet track about being present for your partner. The first track, Where'd You Go, has a really sweet call and response lyrical motif, and the guitar outro totally hits and leads you into the album super well. Track 2, Rock City, has instrumentation that is probably the most Rock City like on the album, and the instrumentation also very much carries the track in my opinion. Track 5, Well I Know You're Shy, is probably my favorite track on the album. I'm really interested in the double meaning or metaphor of the window in the lyrics. Perhaps trying to sing or look through your window represents trying to get through to someone that is shy, and notably there's also a walk into lyrical reference, so I like that connection there as well. Track 8, Information Content, is a nice kind of meta indie rock track. Track 10, Sport Meets Sound, has really shiny instrumentation, and the closing track, I Can't Stand to See You, is a great closer for the album sonically and thematically. Shout out to their song titles too. They often don't match any lyrics in the tracks. It's very artful, honestly, how they title their songs, and I really like it. Overall, I really like this project. It's definitely a development from their debut LP in a way I really like. Trust me, I love some grunge girl rock, but I love indie girl rock more. I also think it just really works for them as a band, and I'm really excited to see how they continue to develop their sound and lyricism. I think the album is also titled perfectly given the content of the project. I'm gonna give this album a 7. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. Follow me on Spotify, Instagram, and TikTok, all linked below. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!